Howdy friends, we're going to do an old first impressions unboxing situation really quick. This is a tarot deck that I ordered recently. It's the, I think, if I remember correctly, this is the Tarot des Obscurités. I think that's the name. Something like that. It's a Marseille style deck. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not what this is. We're going to find out together if I can open this box. I really just find so much of my life complicated by packing tape. Bear with me. Come on over. Oh, God, I have a Rob Thomas song stuck in my head. Ew. Not that he's bad or anything, just like, really. A razor blade would be more helpful than scissors, I would say, in this particular situation. And yet, I have scissors. Open! What did I say? Something Frenchy. It's Tarot des Ambiguites. That's what we're going with. So it is a Marseille-inspired, Marseille-scented deck, as it were. This is by Artisan Tarot, Alejandro Rozan. Tarot des Ambiguités. So it comes in a tuck box. This is the sort of noblette back. And it's like a little sort of postcardy announcement catalog thing. Oh, these are some little postcards. That's really cute. And then just like, oh, I guess I should show you. There's little postcards. Adorbs. And then their other decks, and then some of their online lectures. This is the very handsome creator of the deck that we're about to look at. Oh, this is an online lecture by Enrique. Enrique is called Beautiful Bullshit, which is very, very funny. And Stephen Bright does a lecture on this deck, and so does the author. I may need to watch those, because I dig that. Let's open it up. So it's sort of a Marseille deck with, like, again, little wonkinesses, which, like, that's not maybe the word that I mean, but, like, it's the one I've chosen. So here we go. Linen cardstock, which we now have mixed feelings about, but I'll take it over other lesser cardstocks. The Tarot des Ambiguités is a reimagination of the Tarot de Marseille, faithful to its style and inspired by its symbolism. A vibrant narrative emerges from its evocative art, hand-drawn by Alejandro Rozan in Cuba. Details of this original deck are explored in Tarot Shapeshifter, its guidebook, written by Stephen Bright in the UK. So there's a little guidebook that is not part of this, that I imagine you can... Whoops! This is why I hate linen cardstock, folks. Like, I'm just gonna say that. It's just too slippery. Like, this is the thing. So, anyway. So I'm going to look online to see what the guidebook is. Thank you for your purchase of these cards. Visit our website to see our other decks books. Please join our newsletter. Alright. Anyway. So I've seen this a fair amount on the gram, the old Insta, and I'm excited to see it in person. Although first impression videos are always weird for me because I'm actually seeing it far less well than you are. But here, you know, the Fool is sort of like reversed, with like the animal would normally be, they'd be in reverse position, which is really fun. And the Magician has like 3 hands, and then there's like this little purse with an eye on it. This feels like the kind of thing, there's a little heart. This kind of feels like the thing I don't want to sort of look at too closely right now, because what is fun for me is when using decks like this in readings, sort of noticing little things like this in the Papes, this little hand sort of coming up and this little monster under her dress. Like, these things can be really fascinating in readings. Her, like, bare feet showing, scandalous, these little Tudor roses. Skandal. The Emperor doesn't look super different, but he's got this sort of sun medallion. The Pope. The Lovers, the central characters, Nike. The Chariot. Justice. The Hermit's posture is very fascinating. The Wheel of Fortune. So it's like these are the things that are really fun to me, like the reversed, like the human head on the lion head on the human is just very clever. I really like these bags. The Hanged Man has sort of a flower growing out of his junk. There's actually a hand holding the foot. This is fun. This is a gorgeous death card. Come on, how cool is that? Temperance. Swirly infinity moment. The Devil is kind of a power shift. The little demons are above. The Devil's sitting down. The Tower. The wings. The stars. Head is a star and the star's head is in the water. The moon is sort of a person body coming from the lake. Lady of the Lake. The sun kind of takes a cue from Wade Smith with the horse and the Very Marseille, and then sort of anthropomorphizing the sun. A fair amount of headlessness. This is... My siblings and I have been sort of laughing and joking about like biblically accurate angels and the biblically accurate angel memes that sort of were around the holidays in our group chat with my sisters was for a while like biblically accurate angels or something like that. So that's funny. The world. This is like disembodied limb as the sword, as the is this swords? No, this is swords. And there's little hands. I like that detail. That's really funky. That's grooves. That's groovage. I like that. I like kind of broken sides too. Like there's just something kind of very, very cool. All these hands. I like just little details, little sort of adjustments that make these decks really cool. There's another Marseille style or Marseille Kiss deck that I ordered recently that I'm really excited to show you all too. Here's the page. It's holding the sword that's scratching his little thinking head. The knight. The queen. And the king. The hands are really interesting. So this would be wands, and it's a leg. So I wonder if we'll be seeing feet. I really hate feet. I'm just going to be honest with you. I mean, this doesn't bother me too much, but feet are not my favorite appendage by any stretch. I do not like to see feet, look at feet, think about feet. I do not like feet. I also, ironically, hate wearing shoes. Go figs. So the wands are very feety, which is amusing, if not preferential for someone who's very grossed out by feet. Now I'm curious what the other suits are going to look like. It's funny. So the cups are a heart. Human hearts, which I actually really like. I think that's so cool. Bloody, dripping hearts. How much fun is that? Dig. And then coins are heads, which I, again, really dig. That's very funny to me. And very kind of weirdly, like, not coiny in the way, like, I read coins, like, sort of cerebral. You know, it's almost like swords want to be heads, but, like, it just, you know, it also kind of, I like the idea of, again, sort of anthropomorphizing the suits, which I find just very, very amusing and interesting and just a change. You know what I mean? That's sort of new and fresh. And the holding the heads, which is very kind of anti-royalist in a way, which I quite like. So that's it. I was gonna not shuffle them, but I'll shuffle them. Just, I mean, it's linen cardstock. You know how linen cardstock shuffles. It's slippery. And I'm a klutz, as you saw, as you know, if you watch my videos. Bow, bow, bow. I'll just lay out my old 9-card boxy poo. I want to do a video at some point about, like, my weird Marseilles, like the Usi, like, erotic one, which I like never use but sort of love, and then obviously there's others I've shown in, like, my Halloween themed decks. You know, the Triomphe de la Luna, the Par Polka, the Tarot Noir. But this is sort of an addition to that sort of weird Marseille category. This is more subtly weird. I don't know that necessarily people would notice the weirdness here unless they were looking. Let's lay out our box spread. Look at all those feet. No, thank you. Nice color palette. It's Marseille color palette. I like this sort of tea-stained background. It's not the same background on every card, which we definitely appreciate. Fun. I quite like it. Their titles. I didn't even notice this, but, like, that's Queen of Hearts. Roi de Bras must be King of Hands. I don't know how to say French. Hand in French. I don't think I've ever really noticed. I love this. I think it's a delight. It's like usable while also being kind of weird, which I feel like is me. Like, I'm usable with also being kind of weird. So I really like it. So this comes from Artisan Tarot. This is the Tarot des Ambiguites by Alejandro Rozan. Really gorgeous work, beautifully done, nice and strange for us weirdos out there. I will try to remember to leave the website below. There you go. Enjoy. Be good. Talk soon.